What's up, traders? Welcome back. In today's video, Rylee and I, well, it's more like Rylee is going to be grilling me up on another Q&A. We haven't done one of these, I feel like, in a while. Was the last one on a trip?
No, in the car.
In the car. Yeah, we did that. So that was like right when we moved here. So that was the summertime. So that was still 2020.
Yeah.
So this is our first Q&A for 2021. We're going to be covering a lot of different topics, trading related, business related. Some investing stuff is in there. Some stock stuff is in there. Maybe a little bit of dogecoin. Comment below if you own any dogecoin. If you're still sitting on some. Pappy Lynn, is he your grandpa? Is that how you would refer to him?
Well, you just called him Pappy.
Yeah, so is he technically your grandpa?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to be incorrect here. We're on YouTube. We're on the internet. It's forever. Rylee's grandpa called today, and he was talking to her about Dogecoin. So we're talking about it, going back and forth. Comment below if you are sitting on some Doge. I am not, as you guys know, if you've seen my other videos. Hit me with the first question, Rye.
All right. I think this is a great first question because we have our Phoenix event coming up, which I'm so excited about that I can actually be there for the full event for this one.
Yeah.
But they're asking, do you want to know who it is?
No, because I'm going to flash their Instagram.
Okay.
To give them a little clout, because clout is the thing to give, apparently.
Do anything for clout.
Yeah, that's not the lyrics, but I know what song you're singing.
Oh, dang it. All right. So after Phoenix, when is the next live event?
Ooh, well, let's see. How honest do I want to be? We'll be really honest.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know technically is the answer, but I want it to be in Texas or in Florida at some point between March and the end of June. I want it done before July. I want to do one more before July, but I'm not set on what month, what weekend, what place. Really, I'm flexible. So comment below. Let me know if we got a bunch of people like, yo, come to Texas, do the Texas one. Texas is the move. Texas will be the move. Austin, we're coming. Just not when y'all got snow like this week. But if everybody's like, no, do another one in Florida, come to Miami, we'll do Miami. So those are my two next venues. And I also think giving it a few more months apart will give me more time, of course, to put new research into it. There's going to be more markups and more stuff to talk about. So spacing them out is important too.
Because you like to keep them current.
Yeah, I mean, you could do them every month and then like repeat the content, but that's not
you.
It's not really my thing.
All right, moving on.
Okay.
Got to keep it rolling here. We got a lot. So this is a good question because I feel like a lot of younger people are attracted to day trading because they're attracted to this idea of just making an income online.
Yep.
So this guy's a little bit younger. He does say, I just turned 16 and I want to be a trader. Do you suggest for me to go get a degree? I trade in demo currently. So I think what he's asking is if you want to be a trader, should you take the time to still go to school versus not go to school?
Tough question because
you get this a lot, so that's why I wanted to include this.
I can't say, okay, it's like two different things. You don't need to go to college technically to day trade your own money. But without college, you're going to lack experience, you'll lack some general knowledge, So I don't want to say like that it's a tough question to answer because there's two parts to it. Do you follow what I'm saying? Like there's the first part of it that's like you don't need to go to school, but because the percentage of because the percentage of people who actually become successful in trading is so small, it's hard to say like, oh, don't go to college because you can be a trader. Statistics say you probably won't be a trader. So I don't know if I would say college or trading. It should be go to college while I'm learning to trade or trying to get an internship at a prop firm or trading institutionally, wherever you want to go.
Okay. Do you trade the NASDAQ 100 and what advice do you have for scalp traders like myself?
Scalping is tough. It's not really my thing. And I don't trade those indices, the NASDAQ 100 or the US 30. I don't trade them just because they're not available to me through the brokerage that I'm using. So it's not a market that I've tested. Therefore, it's not a market that I would put money into. Very volatile as well. I like more stable markets. Even if I don't trade as often, I like stable markets where I can read price action and trend clearly and just take advantage of that. So the indices are appealing because you can get a lot of leverage on them and because they're volatile, like I just said. So those two things attract a lot of amateur traders, and it's just not really my speed.
So no.
Yeah, and the scalping thing, it's tough. No, scalping, I would leave it for the algorithms and the robots and the stuff like that. We can day trade. And that could be a 5-minute trade. You would call that a scalp, but I would call it a day trade.
I'm curious to know how you answer this question.
Oh, great.
It's funny because I feel like we could do like a side-by-side of like Austin's answers, Rylee's answers.
Well, still give your feedback, please.
Tips for not cutting the winners too soon. ... This happened with ACB this week.
So that's a stock that I guess that person's talking about?
I assume so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm struggling with that right now, like with my SPCE position. It's like, do you cut your winner or do you leave it alone to let it rock? So I guess that's a good place to start with the answer. It's like, depends on the market you're trading and the time horizon that you have with that investment. If you're talking about day trading, it's totally different than if you're talking about buying stocks. You know what I mean? But the question was specifically like, what do you do to not cut your winners? Is that what he asked?
Just tips for not cutting the winners too soon.
I think it's a risk management strategy. So for like my Forex trades and the same way that I'm handling my crypto trades and my stock trades, I just talked about it in my last 2 videos, I'm just moving my stop up to structure points and taking profit as it moves higher. And then I'm eventually going to get stopped out in profit and I'll move on to the next trade. That's what I'm going to do. So I would just look at it that way. That will prevent you from getting out of a winner too soon. Move your stop, take profit at R multiples. If you need structure like that, if I risk 5, take some profit at 10, lock my stop loss so I can't lose any money, moves up to 15, take a little bit more, moves up to 25, take a little bit more, 35, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the only thing I would really add in there is just to
I was going to say, what are you going to say different?
Be aware of the greed. If you caught a bag, it's still a win. It doesn't matter how big, how small, like
a bag is still a bag.
It's still a bag.
Still a bag.
So
some are smaller than others.
I hate that I even refer to that as a bag, but like we're just gonna.
I just see you whenever you say that. I see like the Instagram emoji or the iPhone emoji pop out of your mouth when you say bag. It's like the money bag pops out.
Yeah, that's what I think of.
All right, good. What do you got next? Come on.
Okay. So these questions are kind of tied together. So somebody is talking about wanting to learn Forex, especially from you, but Forex is illegal in India. So he's not really asking a question. He's just stating something. Okay. But along with that, somebody else said, wondering if you were ever going to try to arrange events in India or Asia.
Dude, I would love to. I would love to be able to do events in India and Asia right now. I'd be traveling all over the world doing meetups. Like, it's not even a question. You know what I'm saying? It's just with COVID, I can't plan that far ahead. But we have a big audience in India. We have a big audience in South Africa, in the UK, and in Australia. I know Jerome and some of the guys down under, the Aussies, they're trying to organize a little ASFX meetup for the Australian people. So there's some things happening, but we have to get out of this weird travel ban that we're living through. Hopefully we can come out of it soon.
All right. Keeping it moving.
Please.
What platform do you purchase your altcoins from?
Kraken. I'll link to my altcoin videos, the 2 most recent ones that I've posted. I'll put them both in the description. Go watch those. I do an altcoin Q&A, and then I talk about the 3 holdings that I currently have. And that'll answer a lot of questions for you guys. Kraken is the move. For now. Sorry. For no endorsements here, but for now, because in 2 months there could be a new brokerage and Kraken could be a scam. I don't know, but as of filming this, Kraken is what I'm using. Gotta have the disclaimer.
Somebody else is asking about if you're going to be doing a live event in the UK. I can answer this for him so he doesn't continue to ramble.
Of course.
When we can, absolutely.
Am I rambling?
Well, you don't need to ramble about that. It's just kind of a.
I will come to you, people. I promise. I will be there.
Here's one you can ramble about.
Okay.
How long have you been trading for?
It's going on to 6 years now. Like, active in the market. Of course, it's changed. Some of it was not that great, right?
The beginning phase, you know.
The money's gotten a little bit bigger. A little bit. You know what I'm saying?
You lost some in the beginning, you know.
Made some, lost some. It's right. But we've come out of that.
It's a trader's journey.
It's definitely a trader's journey. But it's been 6 years now. So I'm getting up there. It'll be interesting when I'm 10 years deep. And I think it's interesting to just look at how my trading has changed and how I'm adapting to different market conditions, like how I'm talking to you about, like, let's put more money over here into some stocks now. Let's diversify when we got the Forex stuff going over here. Let's go get some stocks over here, take advantage of this market moving. Then look at the crypto stuff that I've done, right? I've like literally 4x'd the money that I put into this in a month, right?
Yeah.
Just diversifying. So like if you went back to when I first started and you said, yo, one day you're going to be trading altcoins, I would have been like, bro, what the hell's an altcoin? But now look at it, you know, so I'm flexible. So I'm not just a trader of Forex. I'm just a guy. I really see myself as an investor now. And once I buy my first real estate deal, then I'm going to really call myself an investor. But I still see myself that way because I do so much research on these companies that we take stakes in. That's an investor. And I'm not selling those. So I am an investor and a trader and a DJ. And I like house music. So I'm a whole bunch of things. You know what I mean? But the trading has evolved over those last 6 years.
Beautiful. Let's ask this one first. How to start building your strategy and backtesting, and then another question, pretty much the same thing. How to start backtesting, how to start trading after learning the basics.
So the first thing I'll say is we have a backtesting mini course that's going to be coming out some point this year with me and Jerome. So everybody stay tuned for that. There will be multiple mini courses coming out from ASFX. You'll hear about them a lot from me, as I always do. But one of them will be a backtesting one where we will go into detail and be providing spreadsheets for everybody on how to backtest, what to backtest, and specific backtesting strategies applied to the ASFX systems, the A1, the D1, D2. But for that question, yeah, what were you going to say?
Well, I was just going to say, nothing personal against Austin by any means, but I think Jerome has honestly built the best backtesting spreadsheet I've ever seen in my entire life. So you guys are going to love this. You don't suck. That is just so...
Jerome makes me look like I suck, but it's okay because that's why I keep him around.
He is a
One
gem.
of many reasons.
Jerome, we love you. Thank you.
So the backtesting started by just finding a pattern using indicators. So the indicators give you characteristics on the chart, the colorful lines. You can then qualify those indicators, what could be better about them. And then from those qualifications, from that set of questions that you used, you could then ask that over and over and over again and see if you have a pattern in that structure, and that could be a system. I built our systems off identifying where we were seeing continuous moves. Like the D1 originally was built after the A1, but it came because we were seeing moves off the 50 EMA in overall trend, but we weren't getting entry triggers with the A1. So we knew there was a move there, but how do we find that? So we went deeper on the lower time frames, on the higher time frames. We tried to find another pattern within the A1 pattern, the way we read trend already there.
So lots of pattern recognition.
Yeah, especially
and
in
documenting
Forex.
Those patterns.
A system in stocks is different because it's like they gap, they have fundamentals. It's so different. Like a stock system is different. An option strategy is different, but a Forex system is back-tested through the price patterns, in my opinion. Yeah.
And I think this question is great to follow up with. Are you actively trading the D2 or do you only trade the A1 and D1 as these are in trend?
That person didn't watch my last trade recap because I hit that GU trade last Friday and that was a D2. But it was really like a D1 if you were looking at the higher time frame because it was in the overall trend, but on the shorter time frame it was counter what you were seeing. So I call it a D2. The trade
you took was a D2. Yes.
You call it a D1, you call it a D2. If you know how to read risk reward with the divergence like the way we teach in the course, it doesn't matter whether you call it a D1. It's semantics.
Yeah. But I will say that of the three, I feel like you catch D2 trades less than you catch A1s and D1s.
I'm getting better.
Yeah.
I'm getting better.
Dennis is the D2 king.
For now, till I dethrone him. All right, give me two more.
Okay.
Can we do two more?
Yeah, we can do a lot more.
I know, we got a lot.
The first thing you do when you open your charts. So I'm going to reword this question a little bit. Kind of just walk us through what the first steps are as you prepare to even come to the charts in the morning. And then when you do, what's the first thing that you do? So, like your routine.
Wake up. Try not to check too much shit on my phone. Take my retainer out of my mouth. Put my glasses on. Come out of the bedroom. Make coffee. Start the coffee machine. Pet the cats. Then go into the office. Open up my computer. Start everything up. Get everything like open and running. Get the coffee. Take a few sips. Put my AirPods in. Meditate with the Waking Up app for 10 minutes on my phone. Then I'll take the AirPods out, put them away, put them back where they go on my desk, and then I'll go through all of my Forex pairs on my watch list. First thing that I'll do before Facebook, before email, before Instagram. Like, I might take a picture for my Instagram, but I won't post it right away. First thing I do, take the picture if I do real quick with the coffee and everything at the desk to show everybody I'm awake, and then I'll go through all of my Forex pairs, and I'll say which ones are in trend, which ones look more likely for me to find a trade today. And that's how I'll do it. And I'll link again to my watch list video where I break that down. You keep kicking
my camera.
Sorry, it's my chair. I'll link to my watch list video that I just made that got like 1,000 views in the first couple of days. I'll link to that in the description to this so people can go watch that too, because that'll help show them what I do to actually build the watch list. But you asked it in a way that showed them that I meditate and I do all this other stuff too, which is good. Yeah. And I poop. How much time you got in here? Do I need to restart this?
Not yet. I have like 7 minutes.
Okay.
You're like, and I sip coffee and I poop. Gotta add those in there. Yeah. But no, I just didn't want it to be the first thing when you open your charts because there is a sort of a ritual that you need to do with yourself. Doesn't have to be exactly like Austin's, but just some sort of ritual to get yourself into the mindset of you're showing up to the desk now, you're ready to trade.
Remind yourself that you might not find a trade. Remind yourself that you need
bringing awareness to all your emotions that you're coming to the desk with, just everything.
Remind yourself you don't need to trade. If there's nothing there, remind yourself you don't need to look at social media while you're trading. Remind yourself to be position sized properly. Remind yourself to journal as you're trading and document what you're feeling and doing. And remind yourself to take accountability for all of your actions. There's 5 things you can just, in the morning before you do anything, just remind yourself of the 5 things I just said. Go rewind it if you need it. But that would help too, because a lot of people wake up, get to the chart, they think that they deserve a trade right there. It's like, bro, the market does not care that you just woke up.
Yeah. That's like people thinking they can control the weather. Like the weather, like it don't care. If it wants to rain, it's going to rain. It doesn't matter if you want a sunny day.
Bingo. Market is the rain. Y'all heard it from Rylee first. All right, last question. Let's do it. Oh, real quick. If you've been watching this far, I got to plug Surfshark. They're our sponsor. They've been sponsoring some of our videos recently. I'm going to put a link right here on the screen. I'll put it in the description. Go sign up to Surfshark. They protect our iPad. They're protecting my phone, my computer, her computer, everything.
Laptops.
Yeah, everything. We signed up, like I was saying before, because...
Wasn't it like 99 cents or something?
It was it's like incredibly cheap. They're giving everybody 3 months free and 83% off.
Yeah.
Like...
Go sign up.
Yeah. Enough said. Links in the description.
It protects your shit, and that's really all I care about.
If you don't do this and you're listening to this ad and you've watched our video all the way through and you don't take advantage of this deal and your data gets stolen, you're going to feel like shit.
Especially if you're somebody that takes your phone or your computers and you're connecting to free Wi-Fis at Starbucks, at the airport, McDonald's, anywhere that has a free Wi-Fi.
We actually don't
protect
even
your
use...
shit.
We don't we never go on and like try to watch Netflix in another country because we don't care. Like,
we don't watch TV. But that is also a perk. You can set your Netflix to a different location to where you have access to different shows like Friends.
I would say stop watching so much Netflix and study some more charts. All right.
But if you do watch Netflix, you should watch Grace and Frankie.
Yeah, it's funny. It's a future version of Rylee. If anyone wants to see Rylee in the future, you can go check that show out.
All right. Last question. This is a really good one because it's some clarification on the ASFX journals. The execution grade. They're asking what it is and how can you mark it. I think they're just asking for a little bit more clarification around that in the journal.
Sure. So the link to buy a journal, I'll put that below as well. It's in all the description. You can grab the journals everywhere. You can grab a year's worth of journals too right now and actually save some money. So you buy 3, get 1 free. But the execution grade is there's 2 blocks on the journal where you can put your trade ideas or put the trades you actually take, right? So you can separate whether it's an idea or something you actually put money into. And as you go through that block where it asks you to put your entry, your pair, your risk, reward, are you looking at 2-to-1, 3-to-1, 4-to-1? The execution grade is where you have to look back at yourself after you're already in the trade and look at the setup and say, did I get in on time? Did I hesitate? Did I get in too early? That's really what it's saying. So like I'll give myself an A as long as I'm either on time or late. In the sense that I'm not late and missed it. I'm just like a minute or 2 late. You know what I mean? Like late in a good way. Like I'll make sure the cross is there, make sure I'm in a right position. If I'm in a trade and I get in early, I give myself a C. And I write that for sure because I think if you don't write that, you don't take accountability for it and you can't get better. So I write it, I journal it, I document it, wins and losses, everything. A big thing that people are not doing, and I think the journals are helping, but it's still a big thing, is people are not documenting their losing trades. And it's driving me nuts. It's like, that is where you find the growth.
That's where you learn.
Yes, the wins don't matter. Like the outcome of the trade is irrelevant. Why? When you have a losing trade, we need to figure out and make sure that you are following the right rules. And we can't do that if you didn't write anything, if you didn't journal anything, if you didn't take any pictures of anything because you lost, you just ran away from it like a little bitch. Like, come on, man.
There is so much to learn in a losing trade.
Yeah.
So much to analyze.
Yeah. But thank you for using the journals, everybody. I appreciate it. Me and Rylee appreciate it. We took a lot of time to build those. Our marketing team helped us do that. So it was a whole team effort to bring the value to you guys in that way. But look, we brought the journals to you. We've had the courses running for a while. I just told you we've got mini courses coming this year. We've got 2 YouTube channels now. I've got a free thing coming, maybe 2 free things coming that are going to be other tools and resources to help improve your trading. So we're going to continue to do what we do best, which is bring you guys value that'll make you make better trading decisions every day that you go forward with our content. I'm not going to flash our lifestyle in your face too much. I'm not going to show off our car in your face at all, really. That's not the vibe that we want to give off. Instead, I'm going to sit here with Rylee and our marketing team and our whole coaching team, 6, 7, 8 people, and all come together to think, what can we do for these people to actually make them trade better? Yeah. So that's what we're going to do in 2021. That's why
all about bringing value to the community.
Yep.
Always.
That's
since
it.
Day one.
Yep. That's it. That's what makes me different. That's what now you've helped me show that to more people, and now we'll continue to grow. So it's good stuff. This is a good Q&A.
It's admirable if people actually could see like the real you. I mean, they do. A lot of people do. But for those people that think that
the real me, raw,
because
uncensored.
There's so much scammy shit in this industry, which is so unfortunate. And it's even more unfortunate if you get grouped in with those. But I think you've done such a good job at standing out just because
just so you know, it's
you
me.
are so genuine.
I got the glasses off now. So
oh my God, who are you?
So you know it's me the whole time, just so everybody knows. All right, listen, we appreciate you guys being here. Comment below. Let us know if you're holding Dogecoin or if you bought some and sold some. Let us know what you did there.
And the secret word, if you watch the whole way through, is hamburger.
So hamburger, and let us know if you're holding Dogecoin or if you sold it already. What'd you do with your Doge? We're just interested to know. But we appreciate you guys always giving us the time. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any of our future videos wherever you're listening or watching. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.